everybody, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I am doing a pick a card reading. So, welcome. Just think about the situation on your mind, whatever it is that you need guidance with, whatever it is that you're uncertain about, and could use some direction, could use some advice, whatever it is that you're curious about, okay? Just take a moment and focus on that particular situation, person, whatever. And then pick a number from 1 to 3, or pick one of these decks that you're drawn to the most. This is going to be number 1, this is going to be number 2, and this is going to be number 3. So number 1 is going to be Tinseltown Tarot. Number 2 is going to be the Bright Future Tarot. And number 3 is going to be Tarot Nuages. Okay, and you can comment your choice in the comment section below, and then comment on feedback to see, your thoughts on the choice that you made and the messages you received from that particular deck. And as always, guys, please make sure to like, share, like I say, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you so much if you have. It really does help the channel, and I really, really appreciate it. So I think we're just going to jump right in here. You have weeklies to check out, you have monthlies to check out that still apply. I'm working on September monthlies as well. You have other pick a card readings, you have other timeless readings on the channel. Lots to check out if you're interested, okay? Alright, so I'll be doing timestamps below, and let's just get into it, shall we? Let's put 2 and 3 aside for now. Okay. And we're going to focus on option number 1, and let me do the timestamps. 2:02. Okay, so for those of you who chose option number 1, tarot deck number 1, Tinseltown Tarot, let's see what's going on. So we're going to have a look at what the situation is, trying to get more insight on what the situation is, where it's headed. I think I saw 2 cups at the bottom of the deck. What the situation is, where it's headed, and what you need to know about it, okay? So let's see, what is going on for group number 1? What's the situation on their mind? What's coming in regarding this situation? And what advice do you have for group number 1? Angels and guides, please show us what's going on here and give us some advice for our highest good for group number 1. Okay. 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 At the bottom of the deck we have the Tower. So shake up, disruption, chaos, conflict, big change, something that cannot be ignored. With this being the overall energy, it could be that this has already happened, and so this is what the situation is about, right? Something has happened that completely disrupted your world. This could have been in love life, this could have been with job and finances, career and finances, your own business, or a living arrangement. Maybe you unexpectedly had to pick up and move. Maybe there's some issues with the property, and that's what you're currently dealing with. This could be relocation. Big changes. Okay, let's see what's going on. So in this situation we have the Fool. Yeah, definitely. So the tower fell, okay? Something you were building, something you were developing, something you were invested in, it fell apart unexpectedly. While it is painful, and it sucks to say the least, it opened up a new opportunity for you with the Fool here. Something unexpected, something you weren't necessarily looking for, because obviously you were focused on building the tower, right? What is the challenge? The challenge is justice. Something fell apart because it wasn't right for you. It wasn't right for you. It wasn't what was good for you. Something was off. Okay, the balance was off. Karma stepped in. This is karma, fate, destiny. And that's the challenge, because when the tower falls, you can't put it back together. You cannot put it back together. Okay, no matter how hard you try, that tower has fallen. The structure, the foundation of it can still be there, but it can never be exactly what it was when the tower fell. Okay, no matter how hard you try, you're never going to get there. And so the only choice you have is to start over, is to start fresh. And your decision is, do you try to rebuild that tower and get yourself potentially stuck in a loop? Or do you try to work with the energies and be like, okay, fine, what are you trying to tell me here? What are you trying to show me? Where are you trying to point me? In which direction? And then seeing what else happens. In the foundation as the reason for everything, we have the Six of Wands. This is recognition, fame, success. This could be, that was the goal. That's what you were working towards. You know, promotion, recognition. I hear getting more attention, okay, in your relationships, getting more recognition in your relationships. But it could be that the way you were going about it wasn't right. So for example, if you were in a dynamic where you gave unconditionally and you were hoping with the tower, you were hoping that the other person appreciated it and would do the same, then the premise was wrong from the get-go, because you would have ended up just being taken advantage of. And that's why fate stepped in, cleaned the slate, okay, and said, no, start over, and this time make sure it's balanced, okay, with the number 6. In the past, we have the Knight of Pentacles, so something was moving very, very slowly. Yeah, but then there was a plan. This was the plan, right? You were working towards something. But I feel like you might have been working towards it on your own with the Six of Wands as the solitary energy. You were hoping, you know, that everyone was doing their part. You were hoping that everyone was sticking to the plan. And unfortunately, at the bottom of everything, you were on your own. And it wasn't fair. Crowning you, we have the Eight of Wands. So, I mean, right now, you're like, okay, so where do I go from here? You could be messaging people, you could be, or people are messaging you, you're receiving opportunities, offers, invitations, because you're wide open, right, with the Fool. And it's important that it's important that it's the same scenery behind the Fool as it is in the Eight of Wands. You see the Hollywood hill and the Hollywood sign in the background? Okay, so it's just confirming for you that you're meant for something bigger, you're meant for something greater, and something that you were building towards was less than you deserved, and you were settling, or you didn't know it was less than you deserve. In the near future, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be choosing a new course, a new path for yourself, and you're going to start putting in the work, okay? You are starting from scratch. You are starting from the bottom with that Eight of Pentacles, but it's new, and it's more solid than what you had before. If it's something you're starting off on your own, at least you know that you're on your own, right? As opposed to being in a partnership, you think you have a partner in this, you think you're both doing what you're supposed to be doing, but you're actually on your own, right? That's never going to go where you want it to go. So if it's a case of you're starting a partnership with someone else, it's a solid partnership, it's a solid foundation, everyone is aware of the details, everyone is aware of what's required and ready to put in the work, because it's Pentacle energy. Or if you're starting off something on your own, at least you know you're on your own, right? And you have more realistic expectations when it comes to the situation. So in how you see yourself, we have the Page of Cups. I feel like you're ready to start something new, but it's also a case of this is what you're looking for. You're looking for something you can trust. You're looking for something open, honest, genuine, whether it's in romance or career, finances, business prospects, whatever it is, okay? And you do view yourself as the Page because I feel like you took a step back when this tower fell, right? But it's good that you see yourself as the Page, because again, you're trying to be realistic. You're saying, I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I knew everything I needed to know. Clearly, I didn't, because I did not anticipate this. So let me take a step back. Let me put, my student uniform back on, metaphorically, and just take it one day at a time, one thing at a time, and learn as I go. Okay? But you're hopeful. You're optimistic. In your environment coming in that you don't see coming in, we have the Eight of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords in your environment, there's something, I feel like you're not aware I'll pull a clarifier, but there's something that you don't see coming. Either you're not aware of the potential of something, you don't see the potential in something, but it's there, or this is self-doubt, having too many options and you're confused, you're afraid of making the wrong decision, so you're making no decision. I'll pull more clarifiers. In hopes and fears, we have the Chariot, success, recognition. It's like the minor arcana energy is the Six of Wands, the major arcana is like the Chariot, right? So you're hoping that this new course takes you where you want it to go with the Chariot, okay? And then in the outcome, we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, it can talk about the past and being nostalgic and thinking about the good old days, but it can also be carefree energy. It's a 6, it's finding balance, it's finding peace and comfort, no care in the world type of energy. I feel like you're getting to a dream come true here. You're getting, because with the Six of Cups and the Chariot, you're getting to that dream come true energy, but it's through a different direction. Does that make sense? And that's why you have the Six of Cups in the outcome, because it's not like you're going to something from the past. You're making something that has always been a dream of yours, you're making it a reality, but you've had to take this detour, okay? And what you're advised to do, which is I think what you're doing already, is to go with it, not against it, okay? Because it can be a lot easier said than done. I'm fully aware. So let's see, this Eight of Pentacles in the near future. So we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Moon and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so you're going to be presented with a choice in the near future. You have a lot of eights. So this could be going on for the rest of August. I'm reading this in I'm reading this on the 23rd of August, right? So it could be that this is going to be playing out for the rest of August for some of you. For those of you, August is significant. Maybe that's when the Tower fell. Or number 8, talk about strength, taking the bull by the horn, and thinking long term when it comes to your plans. And you're going to be presented with a choice, and there's confusion because this choice, okay, this option is different than what you thought you would be doing. This option is not something you were looking for. And in order to take this new opportunity, you would have to walk away from how you've been trying to do things, which is that tower that fell. So your choice that you're going to be presented with is, do you let that tower fall, take the lessons, and rebuild something else? Or do you hold on to the tower that fell, and you'll potentially be stuck in this place of confusion, sorrow, disappointment, trying to figure out why it fell over and over and keeping yourself stuck for a little while longer, okay? The fear is, what if I'm walking away from a good thing? What if I'm walking away from the right thing? And you're in your head about it. There's a lot of confusion there. But your guidance is, number 1, trust your intuition. Make sure you're listening to your intuition, not your fear, okay? But also, if you take a step back and you just look at how things are playing out, because with the Tower, the Fool, and the Justice card, these are major arcana, big major arcana energy, and you're going to see, if you take a step back and see the bigger picture, you're going to see why things happened the way they did, or why they happened at this particular time and not another. If you're honest with yourself, you're going to see that I think I was in that by myself. I think I was settling for something. I think I was being too generous with someone, hoping they'd do the same. But if I really look at the situation, it was one-sided. If I want to be honest with myself, it was one-sided. I was hoping it would change, but the truth is, it's been one-sided for a long time. That will give you more clarity and a bit more security in you making the decision to go a different direction, okay? And remember, this isn't walking away from the dream. That's not what this is, although it feels like it potentially, but that's not what it is. It doesn't mean give up on this completely and walk away. It's just asking you to take a different direction, you know? There's more than one road to get to where you're going. There's more than one road to get to this Hollywood scenery here. You know what I mean? What's this Eight of Swords in the environment? So we have the King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. There's I heard the word benefactor that you don't see coming. As soon as you take this new direction, there's someone coming in, potentially a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's going to be very significant in helping you reach this goal. I don't know if this is the person that you start the relationship you've always wanted with, and it's your dream relationship, and this is the person. I don't know if this is someone you end up collaborating in a business sense, if this is someone offering you a new business idea, business opportunity, new job opportunity, sharing their experience with you. And if you have been thinking of going at something on your own, then the answer here is yes, that would be the choice. If that's what you're contemplating, could I do this by myself? Should I do this by myself? Then this is a yes answer for you. Yes, you should. Yes, you could. And yes, you should go at it on your own. And that doesn't mean, you don't need anyone. You've got everything you possibly want within yourself. Never ask for help. Never ask anyone for advice or anything like that. Doing something on your own means you decide what happens. You're calling the shots. If you need help, you choose to go and ask for help, and you choose what you accept of what is presented to you, right? It's not you are an island and you have to figure everything out on your own. That's not what that means. But this will be your confirmation, and that's what you don't see coming. When you get out of your own head, okay, once you've made this decision and you're feeling more confident and secure, that's when this person comes in, okay? And then with the Six of Cups in the outcome, we have the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. Yeah. Under the Tower, as if we didn't have enough majors, the Wheel of freaking Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is turning after stagnation with the Hangman. What this is something you've been trying to get off the ground, and you've been desperate to get it off the ground, and you've been doing your due diligence, and you've had hints every now and again that it's gonna happen. It felt like it was gonna happen and it just didn't. And it was because it was almost like blocked by the universe, if you want to see it that way, by a higher force, because it wasn't what you were supposed to be doing. It wasn't right for you. It wasn't good for you. It's almost like you wanted to have a particular outcome with a person or a situation that could not give you the outcome, right? So you want to have the dream relationship, the dream partnership with someone who's not capable of returning the love that you have for them, for example, right? You want to settle down and marry this particular person, but they have commitment issues, or they have trust issues, or they're a liar, or they're whatever, fill in the blank. They're just not marriage material, basically, and you're trying to get them to be marriage material. They're never going to be there. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get a business off the ground, but you're doing what you think you should be doing. It seems to be working, but it's one step forward, two steps back. And when you take a step back and you say, okay, I'm not going to give up on the business, but let me see if I can advertise a different way. Have I been advertising? Could I reach different audiences? Could I talk to people a different way? Could I put something out there that would get me seen? Okay, so it's when you take that step back and you see that bigger perspective, that bigger picture. It gives you a new course of action. It gives you a new way, a new direction to approach your goal, okay? And then with the Six of Cups in the outcome, we have the Five of Cups with the Four of Swords. So healing after sorrow and disappointment and heartbreak and trying and failing and trying and failing. And then the Emperor, here you are, you've reached your goal. Fire sign energy, Aries energy. For some of you, this will be about meeting that person that you can settle down with, okay? It's not the one you have been trying to settle down with and it's not been working. You know it's not the one. And you're not even with that person anymore. You're in separation because of that tower that fell. Something was revealed. Something happened that was unforgivable, I hear. And it made you question everything and just take a step back. So the goal is not to give up on love, but to try to get to that relationship, but just with someone else. You know what I mean? And that's who you're ending up meeting. You're going to meet the one you're going to settle down with. I see the Emperor as meeting the one, male or female, doesn't matter. The one is going to be in your life for a very long time, the mother or father of your children, potentially. You fill in the blank. For those of you who've been trying to get your business off the ground, that's exactly what's going to happen here, okay? And you're going to have the recognition that you're hoping for and the recognition that you're trying to get to by coming at it a different way. That's the only thing I can tell you. Even though you're convinced that you have a good solid plan, and you keep trying to do that, you keep trying to bring it back to your plan, a change is necessary with the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and Justice, okay? And it involves taking a chance. It involves trying something different, trying something you've never tried before. It might even be something you thought wasn't even for you, okay? Get your message out there, talk to people, or accept guidance, information, invitations. And don't be afraid to loosen your grip a little bit on this plan, on this goal that you have for yourself, and to trust where the energies are trying to take you. And as soon as you make that decision to try that different approach, you're going to see someone coming in, you're going to see a big opportunity come in, or you're going to see someone offering to partner up with you, and that's how you get to your goal. And it's like the proper recognition of the Chariot, not Six of Wands, right? It's like a whole nother level, which is where you're supposed to be anyway. Do you know what I mean? So group number 1, that is your reading. I hope that it helps. Let me know in the comments below what you're dealing with. I do see an intense focus on career and on entrepreneurship here. Your business goals for yourself. It could also be love. It could be, but I see this element of recognition, success, even fame for some of you, right? And you're getting there. It's just, it needs this twist in your approach. It needs this different direction. But you'll get there, and you'll properly get there. Do you know what I mean? So I will leave that with you, and I'm looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what the situation is for you, and if the messages are helping, okay? If they're giving you confirmation or a new direction, something to try. And keep me posted on the outcome, okay? All right, so that was group number 1. Let's move on to group number 2, 2211. Okay, group number 2, the Bright Future Tarot. Let's see what's going on for you, what the situation is, where it's headed, and advice for your highest good. Okay, well, something's stuck. Something's stuck. Okay, what's going on for group number 2? What's going on? Oh, okay. For group number 2, something's stuck and it's about to get unstuck. Oh my, can I shuffle, please? Okay. Group number 2, what's going on for group number 2? What's the situation and advice to get the best possible outcome? Okay. Okay. It could be a different message to what we're going to get in the cards, but I get this sense, group number 2, that something that was stuck, no matter what you did, no matter how long you waited, no matter what you tried, and it was just stuck. Not only is it getting unstuck, but it's like trying to make up for lost time as well. So it's like snowball effect, you know what I mean? Okay, bottom of the deck, the 4 of Wands. So this could be about a marriage, a long-term relationship, a home, a living arrangement, new job, promotion, home-based business. It's an energy that talks about stability, harmony. Okay, family. Let's see. So in the situation, we have the 6 of Wands. So there's some sort of victory here. The wheel is turning. We'll see if we see the wheel in the reading, but there's some sort of victory here, okay? There's an arrival. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but there's an arrival that opens the floodgates. The challenge, the 3 of Cups, this could be about a reconciliation for some of you, because you haven't been able to move on from each other, or if it's a long distance relationship, or you haven't seen this person in a long time, or whatever the case may be, there have been blocks in the 2 of you coming together. I'm seeing that as a possibility now. Someone's arriving with this offer, with this proposal, and it's a case of, do you accept it? In the foundation, we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Also someone who's very, very determined. You might have been dealing with someone who was a little bit non-committal, very focused on career potentially, very focused on their other responsibilities. Love was not a big focus for them. I feel like they had a plan. I feel like they were like, I have to do this and this and this before I can look at love. And it's a case of right person, wrong time in this situation. Yeah, look, in the past, the 10 of Wands, and this was tried to flip out as I was shuffling. It's been a very long road when it comes to you and this person. You have a lot of history, so for some of you, definitely talking about reconciliation here. That's a possibility. You have a lot of history together. It's been difficult to release this person. It took you a long time to release them, and here they are, which is why this Three of Cups is now a challenge, because it's like, I don't know. Oh, and it even says marriage and commitment on the card. Crowning you, what you're thinking, we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there was an ending. There was an ending with this person, because either someone was non-committal or someone was focused on their business, their responsibilities, their career more than they were focused on your connection, or more than they were focused on you or your relationship goals. There was an ending. Okay, you're still grieving that ending. It was a very difficult ending, and it was a very difficult time for you to grieve it and release it. Okay, and now that you have, here they come, and you're like, well, why? Why? Seriously, why? In the near future, we have the Strength card. Okay, Leo season. So this will be happening, I think, for the rest of August. Between now and the rest of August, I'm recording this on the 23rd of August. For others of you, depending on when you watch this, Leo season might have been significant in this connection. Or this is a Leo energy that you're dealing with. But with the Strength card, this is, I feel like you're going to try not to make a rash decision, because the way you see things, this is dead. What are you doing? This is dead. But at the same time, the love, there's still love there, or you have children together, where it's not that easy to walk away, even though you forced yourself to because you had no other choice. And you're trying to be balanced and make a fair decision. And if you come to the conclusion that no, it is dead, then it's dead. But if you come to the conclusion that no, actually, let's try this again because it looks different, you want to be confident and secure within your decision. And how you see yourself, we have the King of Swords. You need some answers, you need some facts, you need to get some questions answered, okay? You are very detached. I feel like you're looking at the situation in terms of, I need to know some things and I need to know the truth before I can make my decision if I want to get my heart involved in the situation or not. In your environment, we have the Knight of Wands. So it's like the next level energy from the Six of Wands. Travel, things moving very quickly, positive change, but I get this energy of things progressing very quickly. And again, we had that message with the snowball effect, right? In hopes and fears, we have the World. Hoping this is a brand new chapter and not a repeat of the past, okay? And hoping that this time we can take something to the next level, hoping that this time it works. Crowning you. In the outcome, you have the Two of Wands. And I do see this as planning for the future, talking about the future, putting the past behind you, deciding to put the past behind you and treat this like a brand new opportunity. That could be where things are headed. I'm going to pull some clarifiers because there may be some butting heads in terms of, okay, how do we get there? I feel like someone is they can come across as a little bit forceful because they're so driven to get this going. They're so driven to get this to go the right way, right? And you're a little bit more cold, detached, and you're like, pump those brakes because I need some answers. Hold on, what are you doing? They figured it out. They know what they want. They're pushing for it. You're not quite there yet. You're like, no, I'm going to need some answers before I can think about what I want here. Okay, so there might be some tense moments. It's not full-on conflict, but it's like, hold on, you know, someone getting too excited, someone trying to go too fast, and the other person saying, hold on. I'm not saying no. I'm just trying to get there in my own time. Okay. So, I mean, that's what I'm seeing in this reading. And if it's not a romantic reconciliation, it could be with someone in your family. It could be with someone, whoever it is that you have a long history with, and there's been this conflict and this separation, this no communication. It was very painful. Because someone was very, I feel, stubborn, stuck in their ways, my way or the highway. Okay. So let's see with the Strength card in the near future. Yeah. We have the Lovers and the Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles, another king. This could be same-sex relationship, but it's this energy of someone is very focused. Someone knows what they want. Someone is determined. Okay, determined to not only to get what they want, but to put in the work for it. Okay, because the Lovers and the Four of Cups, there was rejection in the past, or someone left in the past. So this could be on again, off again energy. Someone was just left behind, and now there's a choice to revisit. Okay, the opportunity to revisit this. But someone has grown up. That's why we see all these kings. Someone has grown up. Okay, what's this Knight of Wands in the environment coming in? Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is like, again, someone is very driven. Let's go, go, go. I know I want this. Let's get it done. And then the other person is like, have you forgotten what happened? Because in their mind, they have the answers, right? They know what they did. They know why they did it. They know why they left. You know what I mean? They figured it out. You do not. They just took off, or they just left. Or they didn't give you that many answers, or they didn't really give you an explanation. Some of you, they just might have just ghosted. Because that Ten of Swords, there's an element of betrayal there. There's an element of feeling stabbed in the back, feeling like I didn't deserve this. And you don't have any answers. You're just stuck in that pain. And so there's this push and pull energy in the near future coming up that you don't see coming, where it's like one's like go, 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 and the other one's hold on, let's talk about some boundaries, let's talk about some ground rules, let's talk about some expectations. Okay, with the Two of Wands in the outcome, we have the Star, beautiful, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, I'm going to get one more, and the Death card, I have to get one more, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, a lot of eights. Under the Four of Wands, we have the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands, yeah, and the Ten of Cups. This is a relationship that fell apart because someone had trust issues. High Priestess, Nine of Wands, commitment issues, control issues. It has to be done the way I think it should be done. Very solitary energy. Someone didn't know how to be a partner. Someone didn't know how to be an equal. Someone didn't know how to trust someone else. It's coming back around. There's a lot of healing here. Hope is restored. There could even be some sort of proposal with the Page of Pentacles, or a pregnancy happening very quickly. Some sort of a genuine act or a gift or a commitment made in a very real, practical way. It's not just words. What is ending, because I saw the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is that independent solitary energy. With the Death card, that is what is ending. Okay, someone is releasing their need to control that came from they didn't want to get hurt, and they couldn't trust another person because they would have ended up getting hurt. So they hold back, they take everything upon themselves, they call all the shots, and that keeps them safe. But that doesn't work in a partnership dynamic, whether it's romantic, whether it's business, whether it's whatever. Okay, it does not work. You have to trust the other person. You have to give them their responsibilities to themselves and trust that they'll take care of them. You know what I mean? It's to be in a balanced, healthy partnership. And someone's has transformed that part of themselves. Okay, they have healed that part of themselves. This could have been you as well. And with the Eight of Wands, it's like, I want to do this full speed ahead. Again, we have this element of speed, right? So again, we're getting that all this person needs is to get a foot in the door. If they get a foot in the door, I think from there communication starts, and it goes from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other, and you don't stop talking, you don't stop seeing each other, and it just keeps going and growing. because now they know what they want and they're focused on getting what they want, not from a control place, not from a pride and ego place, but from a clarity of mind and determination. This is what I want, this is what I choose. I want to prove to you that this and that and the other. I want to prove to you that I can do better. I want to prove to you that we do want the same things now, and I'm ready to give you what you deserve. This is now my one and only priority. Again, I feel like that was an issue in the past. You could have been dealing with someone who took on the burdens of the world and you just never seemed to make it on the list of priorities, okay? This is someone who's now deciding, I'm not going to be burdened and overloaded. I choose what I take on. I choose what I prioritize. This is what I prioritize. And I'm just getting chills, okay? So group number 2, this is an interesting reading. Whoever you're dealing with, they messed up. They messed up and they want to come back and do better. And not only do better, but again, I keep getting this message of you're going to be the sole priority. You're going to be the main priority. You're going to be the main focus. And it can really, it can turn into something really beautiful with the Death card and the Star card and the Lovers. So let me know, okay? Let me know what you think in the comments below and keep me posted on the outcome, okay? Because it looks very interesting. It's not often that we see someone really changing and someone really growing up, you know? Usually it's wishful thinking. But with all these kings and with the Death card and the Lovers, I really see someone, they have changed. They have grown up. They know what's important now. And they're coming for you because you're what's important. Okay. So I hope that helps you. All right. Now, let's move on to group number 3. If you chose Tarot Nuages 3707. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's see what the situation is, what you need to know. For group number 3, what is the situation? What's coming up already? What do they need to know for their highest good? Group number 3. Group number 3. Okay, so let's lay out the cards and then we'll get to reading. Okay, what are you dealing with, group number 3? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So there can be some tension, some conflict that you're dealing with. Someone who's very, very stubborn. Someone who's very, you know, my way or the highway. There could be a lot going on and you feel like you have no control over the situation. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius might be significant. Okay, in the situation, we have the Strength card. You're trying, either someone's trying to control you in some way, or you're trying to get some control over a situation. Okay, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're trying to get some control in the situation. If someone else is trying to, and we've seen the Strength card in all 3 groups, so I think August is significant, or Leo energy is significant, or Leo season is significant. We're still in Leo season when I'm reading this. If someone's trying to push you, force you, coerce you with that Knight of Swords, because that usually is like, I'm going to get what I want no matter what I have to do. So it can lead to conflict, tension, ultimatum energy. You're trying to hold your ground. The challenge, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. You're dealing with someone who, either this is an elder in your family or a figure of authority. This is someone who has the answers. So there's only so much control you can have in the situation. Or if it's a cultural thing, they're telling you have to do something and you're like, well, my hands are tied. You know what I mean? But this could also be a situation where you're thinking, should I just drop everything and leave? In the Foundation, we have the World, another major arcana. This is a cycle that is coming to a completion. This is solitary energy. I feel like there's a lot of pressure being applied to you because it's almost like you're being pushed out of a situation because it's not good for you. You're meant to stand alone. You're meant to be on your own for a bit, or you're meant to stand alone, or you're meant to come into your own power. Because maybe in the past you gave up too quick. What's in the past? The Chariot, another major Cancer energy. Either if you left a situation in the past or someone left, but I feel like someone uses that as a tactic. Like someone uses silent treatment, or they ghost you as a tactic to get you to do what they want you to do. And they might be now trying to come back as if nothing's happened, and you're standing up for yourself for a change. You're not taking them back for a change. You're not accepting the excuses they're giving you. You're not accepting their apologies, if they're even making apologies. What's crowning you? The Queen of Wands. Independence. Independence. Yeah, so group number 3, you're dealing with the situation, and it could be with the same person, or it could be similar situation, different areas of life, all happening at the same time, because there's a lot of major arcana energy here, where you have been feeling like you have no control over what's going on, like no one cares what you think, like your hands are tied. No matter what happens, there's nothing you can do. Dealing with people who are flighty, dealing with people who use, like I say, silent treatment as a tactic, ghosting as a tactic, and then gaslighting and love bombing and all that kind of stuff. And you just feel like you're just blowing in the wind. You're like, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Which is why it has finally got you to this point, and that's in the foundation, that's the reason for everything, where you say, okay, hold on. What do I want? How do I feel? What do I think? Bringing it back to you. Taking your power back. In the near future, we have the 8 of Coins. So working on something, choosing a path and starting to invest in it. This is also, again, working on your own, being on your own. You call the shots. I do feel like for some of you, you're breaking free from family traditions, cultural traditions, the way you were brought up, the way your community thinks you should be doing things or expects you to do things. You might even be moving, physically getting out of there, and then you're starting a new path for yourself. You're choosing for yourself. Because your challenge has been to walk your own path, to trust yourself, to trust your own guidance, to find your own path. That is why that is a challenge with the Hermit. And how you see yourself, we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely walking away from something or someone. And I feel like it's big, and it's been a part of your life for a long time. Someone else calling the shots. And like I say, it could be a cultural thing, it could be a family thing, or it could be someone you work with, a friend in your life that's very controlling and bossy. Okay, it can be one person or a group of people or society or community, whatever. Bottom line is, someone else has been calling the shots in your life. Someone else has been telling you what to do. Someone else has been telling you about their expectations for you, and you've internalized that as your hopes, your expectations of yourself. Trying to appease these people and trying to please these people, or trying to, well, they know best, so clearly that's what I should be doing. That's where you're walking away from now, because it does not make you happy. Okay, you have been filling all these other people's cups, their hopes, their aspirations, their wishes for yourself. But at the end of the day, you feel empty. And you feel empty because you're not making it about you at all. Because maybe you were told that, you know what, your life isn't about yourself. Your life is to live for others. I don't know. But you're walking away. In your environment that you don't see coming, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is another major arcana card. It's another individual energy. You trusting yourself, you calling your own shots, you learning a lot of different things on your own, in your own way, and in your own time with the High Priestess. Things will be revealed to you. You will learn about yourself. This is an internal journey, okay, with the Hermit and the High Priestess. In hopes and fears, we have the Nine of Swords. You're terrified you're making the wrong choice. You're terrified you're going to fail and these people will have been right. I feel like group number 3, this is the first time in your life potentially when you have taken a stand for yourself and you have made a choice for yourself about yourself. And you're going against the tradition, you're going against the cultural expectations, you're going against family, what they think you should be doing. You're going at it completely alone, okay, because the environment you're in, the people you're in cannot support you because they don't even understand what you're doing, okay? And so it feels like with the Knight of Swords, you're fighting against them for your own freedom, for your own independence, right? And you're hoping that you're doing the right thing because it feels right to you. You're hoping you're doing the right thing, but the fear is still there in the back of your head, like, what if they're right? What if they're right and I'm gonna fail here? What am I gonna do then? In the outcome, we do have the Page of Coins. So whatever you're building here, whatever you're starting for yourself with the 8 of Coins, you will see results fairly quickly with the Page of Coins. Okay? Putting yourself out there, working and investing in yourself and what it is that you're trying to accomplish will get you some sort of an offer, some sort of an opportunity, some sort of result that is something that, what am I trying to say? It's the Page of Pentacles presents you with something that you're going to have more work to do, you're going to have things to learn, but if you do what you are supposed to be doing, take it one step at a time, you know, put in the work, put in the effort, give it time to grow, it's guaranteed success, okay? And that's where you're headed. So get out of your own head. No, you're not making a mistake by following your own path. No, you're not making a mistake by putting yourself first for a change and doing what you think you should be doing and giving yourself an opportunity to make choices for yourself, okay? And even if something didn't go according to plan, that's still your choice to make. That's still your experience to have, and you're entitled to that. And it doesn't make them right, whoever they are. It just means you're learning and you're experiencing and experimenting for yourself. And that's your journey. That's your life. You know what I mean? So let's get more information here for you. So with this 8 of Coins in the near future, yeah, look, we have the Sun, the Moon, and the 4 of Cups. With the High Priestess in the environment, what are you learning? 7 of Wands, yeah, to stand up for yourself, boundaries, to believe in yourself, to fight for what you want. With the Page of Coins in the outcome, we have the King of Wands, King of Wands, the Empress, the Lovers, I want to pull one more, and the 3 of Wands. Under the Knight of Swords, we have the Page of Cups. So this is you going from people-pleasing behavior. Let's be honest, you know, we all do it. It comes from childhood trauma. People-pleasing behavior, always being the nice guy, always being the nice girl, always giving up on your opinion to keep the peace, forgiving too easily, giving too easily, always seeing the good in people and ending up being taken advantage of, right? This is what you're going from. This is what you're currently in. With the Knight of Swords, you're like, no, I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to fight for myself. I'm going to fight to have a voice. I'm going to fight to have my life. I'm going to fight for whatever, right? With the 8 of Pentacles in the near future, the choice that you are making, the new path that you are starting for yourself, you have such happiness in your life, in your heart. Okay, this will be your confirmation that you've made the right choice. You will feel so happy. This is joy. You'll find yourself singing in the car, and you'll hear yourself and realize, oh my God, I've never done this. I've never been so happy that I'm singing in the car or in the middle of the aisle at whatever. Do you know what I mean? That will be your confirmation. The feeling of freedom, joy, excitement. The world is my oyster. I can do whatever I want. Laughing for no reason. That will be your confirmation that you've made your right choice, okay? The Moon and the 4 of Cups, don't let your emotions overrule you, okay? This is, again, where fear is creeping in and we start to doubt ourselves. Look at things for exactly what they are with the Sun. They'll be right there in front of you. Look at how you feel. Look at how you look now. Look at how you're carrying yourself now. I feel like there will be physical changes. You'll potentially go from even how even your posture, okay? All of a sudden you'll find yourself sitting up straight and having a bounce in your step, quite literally. Whereas before, maybe you were slouched a little bit, or maybe you were kind of closed off a little bit. You know what I mean? Your body language will be different, okay? So this is when fear starts to creep in. Okay, just look at things for what they are. Okay, check in with yourself. How do I feel? How do I look? What's around me? What's my environment like? How does that make me feel? When I think about this, how do I feel? I feel happy, I feel excited, I feel optimistic. Okay, and that's how you reassure yourself and you keep going. So what you'll be learning with the High Priestess is about boundaries. Okay, boundaries. This is acceptable to me, this is not acceptable to me. You'll have an opportunity potentially to express these boundaries. So I don't know if someone that you're leaving behind or detaching from or taking your power back from, if they're going to try to talk to you or not. Okay, with High Priestess, figure out what you're doing, and you're going to have a chance to express your boundaries, to say, no, I'm not giving up on this, I'm not turning my back on this, I'm not coming back, I'm not, you know. But that's what's coming in that you don't see coming. And then with the Page of Coins in the outcome, so we have the King of Wands, and now we have the King and Queen of Wands on the board. We have the Empress, we have the Lovers, and the Three of Wands. This is you choosing yourself, you committing to yourself and planning your own future here, okay? Where this is an individual journey, this is what's happening. You could be moving, you could be looking at where to relocate, you could be looking into traveling, you could be whatever you want to do, that's what you're planning. Okay, you're committing to yourself. You might be signing some contracts to that end, to that towards that purpose. Okay, for others of you, this is happening because you have met someone that you want to be with, and they're your divine counterpart. And I don't say those words lightly. Okay, with the Empress and the Lovers. Okay. In your family, your culture, your society, where you live, what you've been told, I don't know. They don't approve. They don't approve. And in the past, you have easily or more easily given up on something that you wanted if they told you it wasn't going to happen. If they told you it wasn't good for you, it wasn't right for you, no, you shouldn't do that, okay? And this could even be like a mother figure telling you these things, right, in your ear. Telling you, no, you don't do that, no, you shouldn't do that, telling you how to look at things, telling you how to interpret things, telling you how to feel, telling you what to think, okay? This is where you commit, okay? You commit, you make a choice and you commit to it with that Page of Pentacles. Do you go back to how you have been doing things and listening to this person in your ear and just living your life for them, or just doing whatever they think you should? Or do you take this new direction with the Three of Wands, commit to this partner that you found for yourself, and plan your life and future with them? Okay, putting your foot down. And because there is this, I can't pick up the cards. There is this commitment happening here. So I don't know if you're proposing and then you're telling the mother figure, father figure, the family, or if there's a pregnancy happening with the Empress here, and that's what you're like, okay, well, this is it. This is my life. This is my family. This is what I'm going to do. And everyone else over here can just deal with it. Okay, but it's a new path forward that you're choosing and committing to for yourself. Okay? It's all about taking your power back and learning boundaries and learning how to feel confident and comfortable going against the grain, because that's what it is. Okay, before you just kind of rolled over with the Page of Cups, and I say this with love, it's a process, it's a journey, okay, and it's not easy to overcome these traumas, this conditioning, okay, it's not easy. So don't look at yourself as weak, don't look at yourself as, oh, I've been a sucker my whole life. Don't do that to yourself. It's not true. You had to go through what you had to go through to get to where you are, and this is where you are. That cycle is coming to a close. You're learning the value of you, and you're treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated. You're making choices for yourself. You're putting yourself first for a change. Even if you have family, even if you have kids, even if you obviously have other responsibilities, this isn't say, oh, F you all, you know, I'm just going to focus on myself. This isn't that kind of selfishness, right? This is saying, I have a list of priorities, but I am at the top of that list. I need to make sure that I'm okay. I need to make sure that I'm happy with the choices that I'm making before I'm making these choices. I need to look after myself first, because then I can look after whoever else I choose to look after. As opposed to that power being external to you, and you always feeling like you're playing catch up, and you always feeling like you don't know if what you're doing is right or not, because you need this other person or these other people to tell you if what you're doing is right or not, because that's how you have been taught. Do you know what I mean? It's a big deal. So I want you to take a minute and acknowledge where you are and how far you've come and how strong you are. Okay? If this is what you're dealing with. And you're making some different choices, and they will feel amazing. They will feel amazing, and you're opening up a whole new world with that Three of Wands for yourself. Okay? So, interesting. I really hope this helps you. Okay, let me know if you're comfortable sharing. Let me know how you resonate with this message. If you do, it's a big deal. It's beautiful, and I hope the reading helps. Okay, so thank you all for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much if you have. I really hope the readings help, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.